You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. The deadline to avoid an LIRR strike is just hours away, and the MTA is giving updates on contingency plans if a strike does happen.
We are planning for an orderly shutdown, and what that means is that we want to make sure that any trains that are operating, even if a work stoppage were to occur, the trains will make it to their final destination.
The state comptroller estimates a strike could cost $61 million per day. Newsday business reporter James T. Medor explains.
The impact would be wide-ranging. You'd see lower worker productivity, lower retail sales, our tourism businesses would suffer. Many businesses would suffer because their workers could not get to their work, could not perform their tasks. The other thing the comptroller talked about is that Long Island and New York City are interconnected economically. And a lot of the wealth and a lot of the economic activity here on Long Island stems from activities that take place in New York City.
Now you can read the latest updates on this story at Newsday.com. And a former employee at an assisted living facility has been charged with faking prescriptions for painkillers. Tiana Allen was a medication supervisor at Island Assisted Living in Hempstead. Prosecutors say the 34-year-old allegedly stole prescriptions using residents' name. The Brooklyn woman pleaded not guilty. And there was a school bus crash in Freeport this afternoon. Police say there were no major injuries, though. It happened just before 3 p.m. on West Merrick Road and Long Beach Road. It's not clear if there were any students on board when the crash occurred. And a drought warning is in effect for Long Island. State environmental officials say Nassau and Suffolk counties have been experiencing dry conditions. Long Island has gotten 4 inches less rain than normal over the past 3 months. Residents are urged to practice water conservation. All right, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast and tomorrow's forecast. First up, you can see it's going to be gorgeous. Temps near 70, sun all day. Now for the 7-day, again, 70 tomorrow, 81 on Sunday. It's going to be gorgeous next week, except for that rain for Wednesday, but temps are looking swell.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
A super El Nino is expected to form this summer. Newsday TV meteorologist Jeff Banson shows us what this could mean for Long Island.
It's almost summertime here on Long Island, so naturally, I've been getting a lot of the same questions lately.
Jeff, is it going to be hot this summer?
Hey Jeff, is it going to be hot this summer?
Jeff, what do you think? It's hot this summer?
Jeff, what is it going to be like this summer?
Now, while there isn't a straightforward answer, we'll undoubtedly get our fair share of scorchers. Although this year, there are some signals that are hinting at maybe more than usual. The biggest indicator, a super El Nino.
What's that, you ask? Well, first let's talk about El Nino itself. El Nino refers to warmer than average temperatures for a thin strip of equatorial water in the eastern Pacific. While it's a relatively small anomaly, usually only 1 to 2 degrees, it can cause a big change in weather patterns around the globe. This year, however, all signs point to an abnormally strong El Nino. Instead of 1 to 2 degrees, we're looking at an increase of nearly 3 degrees in the water temperatures by the end of the year, giving it super status. This has happened only a handful of times over the last 175 years, and this one could be the strongest yet.
Okay, so how exactly does that affect our weather? Well, back to that warm water in the Pacific that migrates east. A lot of the heat energy with it gets lifted up into the atmosphere and is then transported by the jet stream, which can lead to more extreme weather. The western U.S. tends to be wet and stormy, while it typically leads to a hotter and drier summer rain-wise here in the Northeast, but it can also be more humid. One silver lining is that El Nino years are usually quiet for hurricanes in the Atlantic due to a more active subtropical jet stream. Now, of course, we're only talking about the summer. With this strong El Nino expected to continue through the rest of the year and maybe even into next, what does that mean for our upcoming winter? We always want to know the answer, even though it's still so far away. But if we look back in time during strong El Nino years, typically we see milder than average temperatures and also less snowfall. For Newsday TV, Jeff Banson.
All right, only in Newsday, summer is in the air, and we have a guide to help you soak it all in. Elisa DiStefano and Megan Giannata have a preview of Newsday's Summer Fun Book.
The countdown to summer on Long Island is on.
From family fun to must-do destinations, Newsday's Summer Fun Book has you covered.
This summer is extra special. Our nation celebrates 250 years of independence.
So we're kicking off the season here in Oyster Bay. This historic hamlet was the home of former President Theodore Roosevelt.
Stroll through the charming streets where history happened.
And explore some of the places that helped shape America's story.
So our first stop is Sagamore Hill,
Teddy Roosevelt's summer White House.
It's where he called home during his time in office.
Explore 83 acres of nature, historic buildings, and trails to become inspired by the legacy of one of America's most popular presidents.
Teddy Roosevelt was well known for his love of animals, so the trails and grounds are pet friendly. Over the decades, Oyster Bay has become a destination for shopping and dining, and restaurant Wild Honey has something special.
If you look up to the second floor up there, that was Teddy Roosevelt's summer White House,
the hub of his administration.
The Bonanza stand hasn't been here for 250 years, but it has been here since 1897.
And that's a long time. They're famous for their hot dogs and their Italian ices, which are delicious. But if it's ice cream you want, we have a complete guide of where to go in Newsday's Summer Fun Book.
As we step back through history, Raynham Hall is a must-stop.
Built in 1740.
It's most famously the home of Robert Townsend, a central member of George Washington's Culper spy ring.
Learn how Long Islanders played a pivotal role in the American Revolution and hear the stories of the adventures of the Townsend family. And the summer is just getting started, and so is the America 250 celebration.
Visit more than 100 historic sites, exhibits, and monuments across the island with the free Suffolk 250 Road to Independence passport.
Take a historic walking tour of Stony Brook Village's landmarks all summer.
Explore 250 years of art on Long Island at the Nassau County Museum of Art's local history exhibit through July 12th.
And step back in time at Hofstra's Our Unfinished Revolutions exhibition now through July 24th.
Back on land, there's so much to see and do across Long Island
as we set sail into summer 26.
Now, this is a look at Newsday's Summer Fun Book. It's full of attractions and things to do this summer, including some coupons. Now, you can see the digital version of the Fun Book now at Newsday.com. Click Get More, pull the NewsdayTV video box.
Feed Me is brought to you by GL Homes, a reputation built on quality and trust since 1976.
Erica Marcus heads to Huntington, where you can design your own pie in today's Feed Me TV.
Here is something I've never seen on Long Island, or anywhere else for that matter. A design-your-own pie that's ready to eat in an hour.
Ooh, nice.
Mighty Fine opened in April in Huntington. A self-described all-day cafe, it serves baked goods, sandwiches, salads, a mean roast chicken, all in a big, kid-friendly indoor-outdoor space. But the main event here is the pies. This is where I always start with apple pie. The predominant flavor here is apples. In addition to a regular lineup of 6 pies, look at how that holds up. This is a signature pie here. Oh, it's really good. You can also design your own at a counter that calls to mind Chipotle. Let's make some pies.
So today there's 10 fillings.
First, let's do a mixed berry peach pie.
We're gonna put some of these nice ripe peaches in here. You could have a streusel topping or a double crust or no crust at all.
I'm a double crust kind of gal.
All right, so you said you wanted another pie.
Let's do pineapple and mango. Have it be like a tropical pie.
All right, let's send them through.
The best pies I've had are pies made for me by a home baker. You're really looking for that rustic, like handmade look, and these certainly fit that bill.
That is the pineapple mango. This is the mixed berry and peach. somewhere in the philosophy of thinking about the variety of pies we were making, it occurred to me, why do people have to eat the pies I have decided? Why can't they make their own pie? So to be able to do it right in front of people and have people come in and have a glass of wine, have lunch while they're waiting for their pie to bake has been a lot of fun.
For Newsday TV, this is Erica Marcus.
Now, for more on the stories you've seen here today, head over to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. I'm Ken Bufa. More news coming up.
There's more to Long Island than you know when you picture this. Join Macy Egeland for a journey through some of the major moments in Long Island's past through the lens of the Newsday archives. Picture This, available now at Newsday.com/picture this.